All right, all right, all right. You made it this far. Remember, the focus of your orientation advising appointment is getting you registered for your first semester courses. While you may have a lot of questions about your four-year plans and how to incorporate all of the different academic interests you have, there will be plenty of time to connect with your department advisors when the semester gets started in the fall. So, are you ready for first semester advising? Because we are going to start. Right, meow.
During orientation, you're going to have your first academic advising experience. You'll be scheduled a one-on-one meeting with an academic advisor to develop a schedule for your first semester as a Longhorn. Yes! In the Cockrell School, we have many different avenues of academic advising, but before we get into that, what does that mean? Well, academic and faculty advisors are the people on campus here to help you figure out your path to graduation. Sometimes that means we help you plan a schedule for upcoming semesters, and other times we may help you make adjustments because you got a super cool research experience and you need things moved around. Regardless of what your questions are, you should always work with academic and faculty advisors when it comes to anything related with your degree plan. As you can see, there are 3 advising connections you can make: departmental advisors, faculty advisors, and engineering student services, or ESS advisors. Your departmental advisors are the experts in your major, and you will hear from them directly during your orientation session. Every department has a faculty advisor who can help students with concerns associated with their degree, so don't be afraid to reach out and connect with them. I personally love my faculty advisors, and they're really cool people, so get to know them. They're a great resource for research opportunities, by the way, so if you're interested in research, definitely reach out. ESS advisors really do it all. We are here to help you not only with your schedule planning, but really anything else that may come up during your time at UT. If you ever have any questions about your degree, you can always start with ESS, and then we'll give you the right direction you need.
Okay, so I bet you have a ton of questions. What AP credits do I have? What calculus should I take? How do I finish my engineering major and the 2 other majors I want in 4 years, or maybe less because I'm actually an overachiever? Don't worry, we've got you covered. While all of your questions are great, we want you to focus on planning just for your first semester. You will have an opportunity to explore all of the other things at UT, but for right now, let's just focus on your first semester of courses. We are going to go over the core curriculum, skills and experience flags, how to read a degree plan and flowchart, and claiming AP and IB credit. Once we make it through those topics, we'll show you how to read a course number and view the course schedule. All of this will culminate in you having the tools you need to make the best course schedule possible for your first semester.
What do you mean there's core curriculum? I thought that was a high school thing. Every student attending a public college or university in the state of Texas has to fulfill a certain set of requirements in order to graduate, regardless of your major. Don't tell me that means I have to take lit! Yes, it does. You have to be kidding me! It's okay. It makes you a more well-rounded student, and reading is good for you. Now, core curriculum requirements, they're built in your engineering plan. You also have AP and IB and dual credit for that. How do you claim those? Don't get ahead of me now. Okay, just take a look at these requirements and how they fit in your degree plan, and think about how brilliant you are when you graduate. Okay. Also, pro tip, first year signature courses need to be taken in your first year. We have a lot of options, so definitely take it first semester. Okay, I hear you. I hear what you're saying.
Here is a sneak peek at the core curriculum requirements. Some of these requirements are built into your engineering degree plan, and some of them you might have AP, IB, or dual credit for too. For now, take a look at these requirements and try to picture how they'll fit into your 4-year plan. Remember, the first year signature course needs to be taken in, you guessed it, your first year, and we have loads of options during both semesters. Now, you may be thinking that at some point you're going to need to walk around campus waving a spirit flag for this requirement, but that's not quite right. In addition to the core curriculum, all students are required to complete skills and experience flags. We like to just call them flags. These requirements are unique to UT Austin and count as degree requirements. Flagged courses are designed to bridge some of the different disciplines represented at the university and teach students to think critically, engage in discovery, examine ethical questions, and learn about other cultures. You know, all those important skills you need to be successful later in life. The good news for you is that engineering degree plans have most of the flags automatically built into their curriculum. However, not every flag is included in the engineering curriculum. All students in engineering will need to take classes to fulfill the global cultures and cultural diversities in the United States flags. Many of your core curriculum courses will carry these flags, but if you claim credit for the majority of your courses, just remember you will still need to take classes to meet the flag requirements in residence at UT. Courses earned through AP credit or courses completed at other colleges will not fulfill flag requirements. A special note for all of those civil, architectural, or environmental engineers out there, you have an additional writing flag to complete with your degree as well, but that's okay. Your writing skills are going to be amazing by the time you graduate. For all of our majors, during your orientation meeting, your academic advisor will highlight for you the courses they are recommending you take that tend to carry these flags. Additionally, when you meet with your orientation advisor, they will show you how to find specific flags in the course schedule. So, you've learned about the core and flags, but how are you supposed to know what courses you need for your major? Great question! Please welcome degree plans and flowcharts to the show. All of our majors have degree plans and flowcharts that you can access at any time on the department website. As you look over these resources, keep in mind that these are generalized documents and might not reflect your specific degree path. We know that you might be bringing in some AP credits or dual credit, so some of the classes listed on a degree plan might not be something you need to worry about taking. However, don't make any assumptions. Your academic advisor will be able to tell you which credits you have and what you still need to take. Degree plans show a suggested arrangement of courses, but you don't have to follow it exactly. There are many different ways to complete a degree, so if your first semester of courses doesn't end up looking exactly like what's on the degree plan, that's fine. You will work with your academic advisor and get the best recommendation of classes for you. Flowcharts are less of a suggestion and more of a, you gotta take this before you can take that resource. The purpose of a flowchart is to show you what you need to take in a specific order so you can stay on track. But not all classes have prerequisites, which is another reason why flowcharts are very useful. They will show you all the sequencing that might exist in your major. Again, your academic advisor will help you figure out which classes you need to take this fall, so trust them when they say you have to take one class before another. Both of these resources are available to help you visualize your long-term plans. But let's not get too carried away. We are still just focusing on scheduling for your first semester.
I bet by now you really want to know what classes you have credit for, but before you try to claim those credits, here's a little tip that'll help you claim the right ones. Wait until you meet with your advisor. Claiming credit costs money, so doing it before talking to your advisor makes it easy to make a mistake that's not easy to fix. This is one of the best times to wait, I promise.
In case you missed it, let me reiterate it for you. Wait until you meet with your academic advisor to claim any credit. Don't worry, we aren't going to let any of your credits go to waste. You have plenty of time to claim everything you need, so what's waiting a few more weeks? While we are so excited to have you as a new member of the Cockrell School of Engineering, we also know that you might not be satisfied with your current major. The good news is you don't have to worry about that right now. We have a competitive application process to change your major, and the process will not begin until the end of your first semester, even if you're looking at majors outside of engineering. Just be sure to mention to your academic advisor that you are interested in a different major, and they will give you the best guidance for your first semester of courses. The best news? Most of our engineering degree plans have similar first 2 semesters, so regardless of your major, you'll be taking a majority of the same classes. And don't forget about giving your current major a shot. You never know, you might just learn to love it. Oh boy, we are getting into the good stuff now. Before you can scroll through the course schedule, remember that from our first video? It will be best if you know how to actually read our course numbers. There's so much information in such a small notation. This is what our course numbers look like. The department that offers the course is the first 3 letters. Math is just M, chemical engineering is CHE, etc. The first number you see in the notation indicates the number of credit hours the course is. Here, the calculus class shows that it is a 4 credit hour class. The last 2 digits will indicate if a course is upper or lower division. For your first semester, you'll mostly be taking lower division courses, so you don't need to worry too much about this right now. If there is a letter at the end of the course number, that means that this course is a part of a series. There are many engineering courses that are part of a series. This example of M408D is Calculus 2. And in case you were wondering, Calculus 1 is M408C. See how that works? Now, let's review. Say it out loud. Which department offers this class and how many credit hours is it? I promise I can hear you. Later today, you'll need to watch some riveting videos about the registration system located on the New Student Services pre-orientation modules on the campus page. You don't have to commit these to memory because you'll be able to access them again after your advising appointment and before your actual registration. Your orientation advisor will also remind you about this when you meet with them after your academic advising appointment during orientation. You did it! You made it almost to the end. And now all that is left for you to think about is how you're going to build the best schedule for your first semester. We have gone over a lot in this segment, but all of that info is meant to help you build your schedule for this fall. Here are a few last reminders before you're officially ready for your orientation meetings. There are many different ways to build a schedule, but some of these things are important to keep in mind. Typically, first-year students take between 13 and 16 credit hours in their first semester. Talk to your advisor about this. Both of you will know what's best for you. Keep in mind that full-time status is 12 credit hours. Don't worry if you schedule classes back to back. There is built-in passing time for every class, so even if one class is listed from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and your next one starts at 10 a.m., you will have time to get from one to the other because your 9 a.m. class actually ends at 9:50. Most classes either meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday. There are exceptions that meet 4 days a week, like your calculus class, or 1 day a week for a few hours, like your science labs. Pay attention to all the days and times on the course schedule so you don't select courses that overlap. Just a few more things. When you start making your schedule, be sure to have lots of alternatives ready. Sometimes our classes fill up fast. If you don't get into something right away, try not to worry. Odds are that once the semester starts, there will be lots of other students making changes to their schedules, so the class you want might just open up. Remember in one of the previous segments we told you all about FIGs? Those are our first-year interest groups, and they are a blast. They also typically come with some of the other classes that you'll need for your major, so definitely talk to your advisor about your FIG options and preferences. Once you've narrowed that down and gotten the A-OK from your advisor, you'll be given a special number to use for registration. That unique number must be added first, and once you add it, all of the classes associated with your FIG will be added to your schedule at once. And lastly, trust your academic advisor. I know we might seem old and not that cool, but regardless of that, we definitely know how to advise new students on their class schedule. Here's our last pro tip. There's no such thing as a perfect schedule because you're probably going to end up taking an early morning class here and there. And remember what we said about that literature class? Yeah, you're going to have to take that eventually. Try not to focus on making the perfect schedule, but rather the best schedule that gets you the courses you need for your degree. You did it! You made it through the last of our pre-orientation segments. Now all you have to do is make sure you complete all the other pre-orientation steps that New Student Services has recommended and get ready for your orientation day. We can't wait to see you on campus. Welcome to the Cockrell School of Engineering and hook 'em!